So there are chakras even below Muladhara, right? And chakras above the Sahasrara are also there. 7 chakras above and 7 chakras below the Muladhara are also directly influencing, the system, auric system.
I didn't know the 7 above and 7 below. I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah, in Sanskrit, below the Muladhara, Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Patala, like that.
I see.
Then Bhuva, Suvaha, Tapaha. Those are the higher energy centers. These 7 Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipuraga, Anahata, Vishuddhi, Ajna, Sahasrara, they are directly connected with the
body.
Physical.
Oh, I see. So what we call dokas are basically the energy centers above and below. They say that, like you said, Atala, Vitala.
Right.
So they are also referred as lokas or something. Okay.
They're all different worlds altogether.
But they all connected with the energies. Okay.
So each chakra has its own characteristic features, like the lower chakras, lower in the sense from Muladhara downwards, their qualities are different, how they behave. You can say it's like your unconscious mind, where there are so many instincts which are, very dormant, which are not active, which may not be even useful or used in the current life. You never know. But sometimes something can pop up. It's all automated system, You don't know even what is happening. Our awareness is not that deep. The scientists say we use only 3% of the brain, right? Like and even the higher centers, how we are connected with the universe, with every single cell of the existence. So, but to know this, you have to start somewhere.
Right.
That starting point is this body and mind, this body-mind complex. You start from where you are. If you are in search of yourself, right? If you want to know yourself. If you know yourself, you know the entire universe, the entire existence and everything in it. Because it's the same, you are part of the... Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa used to tell one example. When you boil rice, if you want to see if the whole rice is cooked, you don't have to see each single rice. You just check one and it's all cooked. So same way, once you know this, you know the microcosm, you know the macrocosm also. So we are starting from where we are. What we know about what is tangible to us at this point. So how we perceive things is through our 5 sense organs. Right. Anything in this universe, how we experience is through the 5 sense organs, right? We see with the eyes, listen with the ears, smell with the nose, then taste with the tongue, touch with the skin. These are the 5 ways of knowing. Vedam is knowing. Some Vedanam, the sensation. Is the 5 pathways for knowing. When they are turned outwards, we perceive things outside of us. When we turn them inwards, you get to know what is within. So this is an inward journey. Spiritual journey is an inward journey. These are all terms, for us to understand. They are all very relative terms, but at this stage, I think to just normal conventional purpose, we use the language like this. When you close your eyes, the world is... So these 5 sense organs have their own limitations. The frequency which we can see through the naked eyes, the frequencies which we can hear with the normal human ear, there's a limitation to it. Certain frequencies beyond, on either side, we don't hear. According to physics, between 20 hertz and 20,000 hertz, that's the audible frequency. Anything beyond that, we don't hear. And there are so many waves, ultra radiations and all X-rays, right? We can't see with the naked eyes. Same way limitations for all the 5 sense organs, for the smell, for the touch, everything. That means we are not perceiving the whole existence in its totality. We are knowing it, we are seeing it, we are understanding it in a very limited way, confined to the human perception, normal human perception. But our rishis and all have found, how to go deeper, transcending the limitations of the sense organs. Basically, when you relax the body and mind, our faculties become hypersensitive. So any practice that is most important, to relax and let go of yourself, that is the path. That is what they call as surrender and all. When you have that little okay, I'm doing, and that kind of thing, then you are farther away from what you want to perceive. As long as that is not there, it's so easy. The path is so open. It's right there. There is no path and there is nowhere to go actually. It is all right there within at this moment. We are just not able to perceive it because of all this. The water is not still. A lot of agitations happening. So the first step is to calm it down, relax it, and when the water is still, when the mind is still, you can see deep within. So that's why the path seems, it's not easy. It's easy to say, relax, but when we really observe, you understand what all things are happening. So many things are happening involuntarily in the body, right? Body and mind. When the mind, the thoughts, how they arise, how they pass, if you observe, nothing is in our conscious control, you can say. They are all happening. If you close your eyes only, you'll even realize that. Otherwise, we think, I am thinking, I am planning something. I think it's all happening by itself. It's all programmed, right? So
is it happening? Is it happening? Is it all automated? Do we have any personal interjection that we can change the course, you think?
See, change the course in the sense you observe nature, you observe the universe, how it functions, how the planets move around the sun. The earth is moving around the sun. It's all programmed, automated. And you don't want to change it. You just understand the nature of the universe, how it functions. And then you know it. The truth, the reality. Same way, first step is to understand what is happening. You don't even know what is happening, how it is happening. Then how are you going to be, a master of it?
Right.
So to understand, because this is about oneself. If we have some physical illness, you can go to a doctor and maybe the doctor can do a surgery for us, but it is about the inside. We have to do it for ourselves.
Right.
Yeah, and Vipassana Goenkaji says this example, right? It's an internal cleansing, internal purification that has to happen. That only we can do it for ourselves. Others cannot do it. They can probably, those who have already experienced, those who have already known, they can probably show the path. Okay, this is how you can do it. And this is how I have done it. Maybe a different method might work better for you. You never know. But a guru who is experienced will probably be able to guide better. He will understand, what might work better for each person. That's the whole purpose of having a guru. In actuality, the guru is within oneself. He is not outside of us, not anywhere else. You don't go in search of a guru. You go in search of the guru.
Oh, that's a good one. Guru, that's a very nice one. I also like the way you mentioned about surrender, because I've always asked this question, what is surrendering? But you said just relax and let go. So, that's a very much easier way to understand.
Otherwise, surrender becomes a very big esoteric concept, like, surrender to God, like what do you have to do? Or is it coming from heart? Is it coming from body? Is it coming from somewhere else in your system? Then you theorize it, you are supposed to surrender. So you're just saying, I'm surrendering, but nothing is happening.
Absolutely, yeah.
But this is a very nice way to relate to it. Just relax and let go. And when you relax, what you mentioned is the I is not strong, but when the I is strong, you cannot relax. So probably that's an indication when we are not relaxed, that means our I is strong. When we can totally relax, then maybe relax from that I. Okay. Wow, this is just so good.
I like that. So I've been doing, or I've been introduced to Yoga Nidra for a long time, but it's a practice. It comes and it goes. Sometimes you're really excited about it. So lately, last week or so, I picked it up again. Whether I do a short one, a guided one, or just on my own. So picked up because it was the shortest. I didn't have too much time that day. So in the process, he'll say, once you've finished relaxing your body part by part, then he says, surrender your body to the floor. So you literally feel like you have nothing left in your body anymore to hold, or it just goes. And then I'm not a master of Yoga Nidra yet, so I kind of go in and out of sleep pretty much. You're supposed to stay conscious, that's the sankalpa. But it's still, I think your body is so tired of holding so tight. Just I think after a while I can't hear what he's saying. I fall asleep, and I don't know how many seconds, minutes, or then my body is awake enough. My body is still surrendered to the ground. It's so gone, but your mind opens up to hear what he's saying, because that's where. So it's a very interesting experience. So just being able to relate the surrender to what you're saying, relaxing the body. My God. So many good things are available. Why is it the determination to actually do them, which are so good for you? It just, the determination just goes away. So many new things come, then you run after that, you chase after. Why can't we just have one simple practice, and then the whole day just goes in such a good fashion? My issue is determination.
One of the faculties needed for enlightenment. So you will hear a lot of Vipassana, Padmaji.
Right?
Yeah, I have done Mahasatipatthana also.
Oh yeah? Yeah. I did the Satipatthana, the one next to the 10. I mean, it's also a 10-day. Yeah. That's the way it was in North Fork. And also when you mentioned Goenkaji, I was just remembering, he always says, stay within the framework of your body. He keeps bringing you to the...
Yeah, that is the field where we are going to work on. Field of body and mind, the body-mind complex. They are not separate. They are one and the same. Body is a solidified form of the mind. It's like water. You keep it in freezer, it becomes solid ice, right? It's just a change in the state, molecules of the frequencies.
Wow.
They have become grosser, so that it is more tangible for our sense organs. When they become subtler, they become the energy we call chakras, aura, all those things. Even subtler, like the thought forms. All these different layers are all part of us. They are not separate from us. When we talk about them, don't think we are talking about something or different from us. They're all like different parts of the body. We say hand, we say legs, but they are not separate. We just named them just for the sake of understanding their functions. Same way, all these chakras are, part of one and the same, the human body-mind complex.
That's another thing you used. The body is a grosser form of the mind. Wow, that's a nice thing to think. Yeah, because that's tangible. Just otherwise the mind becomes separated from the body, and you feel as if you have to work without the body or without the mind. It kind of, but this is okay, you're just going from. It's a very good example you gave too, from solidified water to the fluid water. Yeah. Okay.
So all these chakras have different functions. Physiological functions, psychological functions. It's important to understand them when we start to explore. You know where you are going. You have the GPS. You can be confident and you can tread the path. So we'll look at it slowly and gradually. Day by day, whenever we meet. What you can do is you can just whenever any time of the day. You can practice this sequence of exercises we did from the top of the head till tips of the toes. You can do it from sitting position or standing position also. Just sit in meditation for a few minutes to how much ever you want. There is no.
And then
So I think, this sessions, it's a journey together, and, we don't know where it takes. Nothing was planned. Whatever came, I was just talking and sharing. We were doing some things together. Thank you very much.
This was amazing. I think it's just so organic. First of all, the fact that we all got together